it's Laina and welcome back to Daily Diabetics. This week's theme, we're doing story time videos and diabetes related. So I was trying to think of ideas and I finally thought of a really good one I wanted to share because I haven't shared it even on my main channel before. So get excited and let's get into this story. So basically this took place, I can actually look what day it was. This was June 15th of this year, and I was going with a few friends to Raging Rivers to, if you guys don't know, that's a water park, and I had my Omnipod on my leg and my Dexcom on my arm, I'm pretty sure. So we were heading out, I got all my sunscreen on, everything, and we get there, get in the wave pool, I think we got in first, and we got in the lazy river and the different tubes. We didn't end up doing like any water slides or any rides or anything like that. All we did was get in the lazy river, and the wave pool just kept switching back and forth in the tubes that they had. We were having lots of fun. We kept doing that for a few hours, and we decided we wanted to eat some lunch because it was around lunchtime and we were all getting kind of hungry. So we go back over to my friend's car because that's where all of our lunches were. We packed little lunch boxes and stuff. And I reached down to get my Omnipod to bolus. I plug in like my carbs, my blood sugar from my Dexcom, and then I hit deliver, and it says there's like, if you have an Omnipod, you know that it has to be near the pod to have a successful connection and to deliver your bolus and everything like that. It couldn't connect for some reason, so I was like trying to move my PDM like wherever my pod was, and I remembered it was on my leg. So I looked down at both my legs and it's gone off of both legs. So I'm like freaking out. I opened the door of the car, get out, and I knew it wasn't like on my arm or my stomach or anywhere, but I still felt my arms, my stomach, even my lower back, even though I never put it there on my legs again, and I just could not find it. I looked down at my leg and it wasn't bleeding or anything, but you could definitely tell there was a site there. So clearly it fell off somewhere throughout the day, and my blood sugar was running in the 300s on my Dexcom when I looked. I wasn't getting any insulin for who knows how long. Honestly, I don't remember it falling off. I had no idea it fell off, and if we weren't about to eat lunch, I don't know how long I would have gone without any insulin. I'm so like glad that we went over to the car to eat lunch. So to this day, we still do not know where the Omnipod is, and I'm pretty sure the pod still delivers your basal rate until it runs out of insulin or expires, and it probably did like the failing beep eventually. So who even knows what's up, where it went, what happened with it. But I don't know if it fell off in the water somewhere. Hopefully like no one saw it or somebody threw it away or something. I honestly don't know what happened to it. So let's hope that it didn't like gross anyone out, which it's not really gross, but it's just like that little cannula was in my leg, so it's probably not good that it was in the water. Also, the insulin was probably going into the water if the pod fell off in the water, which is kind of funny. And then also a few days later, a person I know actually works there. I heard her saying to someone that they like had to drain all the water out of something, and I was like thinking, I'm pretty sure they didn't drain it because of my Omnipod, but I was just thinking, oh no, what if that actually was from it? That would be like really bad. One of my friends that went with me to Raging Rivers was there too, and we both looked at each other, we were like, is that from your Omnipod? So we were kind of like freaking out and laughing about it. But yeah, that's a little story time I have for you about the time my Omnipod fell off. And then also to have to do with the Raging Rivers stuff, my Dexcom, like I said, I'm pretty sure it was on my arm. And I usually don't wear grips, patch peels, anything like that, extra adhesive, because usually my sites stay on. The only time I ever do is if I'm gonna be on a vacation in a swimming pool, ocean, stuff like that, where the water is really gonna like soak it off, which I probably should have worn an extra adhesive thing that day to Raging Rivers, clearly. Next time I know for the future, and you guys know for the future as well. Sometimes in the mornings I will go ride my bike up to the park with my friend, and we'll run together and just walk around the park, ride our bikes, everything like that. So I woke up to get dressed to go do that. I think I don't know if it was the next morning or it was a few days later, so I still had the same Dexcom on that I was wearing to the park. And I go to put on a t-shirt to run in, and my Dexcom just completely comes off when I put the shirt on, and I'm like, okay, well that's great. So I just threw the sensor away, took the transmitter out, and then I think I put a new one on that night. I'm not positive. Yeah, so I was just like, okay, both my Omnipod and my Dexcom have fallen off from this Raging Rivers trip. So next time, definitely gonna get some grips or something like that to wear. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this story time. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment down below any other themes that you wanna see from us in the future. We love hearing your ideas. Make sure to subscribe to our channel down below. We post new videos every single day, and I'll see you next Thursday. Bye guys.